why are we struggling so much to address climate change? Like, we all talk about it. We all know it. It is so important. I think everybody on this call and everybody listening, I'm sure, cares. What's the holdup?
Yeah, that is a absolute bird's nest of a question, because I think there's a number of things going on here, right? But if we kind of want to bring it down to what we're talking today, it's definitely not intent, right? Like, there's stats everywhere. And I think the latest one I've read is that 97% of people want a more sustainable life. They want to live a more sustainable life. The thing is, though, that they really, and actually Stefan sent this really interesting report to me the other day, saying that later is too late. But really what it digs into is like, what's the narrative holding us back? If people are saying they're motivated, they want to do it, why are we not connecting the dots here? What's the gap? And it really comes into, there's a few things, but a lot of it comes to do with, they want brands and governments to take that responsibility. There's been a lot of sort of propaganda that the individuals are the ones responsible, right? But really that we know that, look, we're pushing up against the stream. If individuals are really the ones to take this on their shoulders, yes, we can do things, right? And people want to do things, but we have to enable that. So they want to be enabled. That means that brands, like perfect example is Bukeo, they come in here and they go, look, we're going to do it. We're going to put it in our products. All you have to do is buy from us. You want this anyway. You get a choice of who you buy this from. If you buy it from us, that box is ticked, that's done. The other thing I think we have to do is take trust out of the equation, right? So there's also a wealth of stats that basically say that people just don't trust it. They don't. I think, say 14% of people believe that when they see that sustainability sign, something's actually happening behind it. Not that they can articulate what that is, but there's a whole heap of people out there that go, yeah, I'm not so sure if that happens. And I'm one of them. And no one has the time to dig in to actually go and find out, is this brand actually standing up behind this? What are they doing? To what extent? So we just sort of need to really try and remove that. This is obviously where blockchain really comes in. And then I think the other kind of interesting thing is around the narrative and the messaging. People are motivated, but they're not so motivated by the ways that we've been kind of communicating this so far. We've really been coming to this with the stick, not the carrot. What is often presented to us is this fiery future, which is actually kind of, one, terrifying, and two, hard to kind of figure it out, right? Look, what does that even really look like, of millions of people displaced and all the rest of it? But what that Stefan sent me the other day was overwhelming, is that people want to protect what they love, and they want to make sure that the future or the next generation actually has the good things that we have. We want to be making sure that we're reminded of what we're fighting for is actually the things that we already love, the things that we want to remain, the things that we want to keep here, and make sure that they actually stay there for the future generations. So it's more around, I think, making it something that you go, okay, I know I love doing this thing, and if the world goes to the place that they're saying it can go to, we could lose this. We can't lose that. We can't lose this biodiversity. We can't lose all the things that make life at the end of the day. So communication around that kind of way. And the other thing for me, I think, is branding. Like, when you look at the world, branding is a powerful tool, and it's not used in this space. There isn't one brand that you can go to that go, oh, they're nailing it with this. And I think that's a massive gap. The brands that we have to turn to in a sustainability space are really other companies. Like, you look at Tesla's a car company, car manufacturer. Patagonia makes, outdoor clothing. These are the brands that we hold up at the moment. And there's nothing wrong with that. Like, they are very good at what they do because they've nailed it. They've also asked no one to kind of sacrifice on style or how good the car is. If Tesla wasn't as fast as and as sleek and as good a design as it was, just because it was electric wouldn't make it different, wouldn't make it good. It's good because it's designed well. It's, just as competitive as any other car. And again, this is where I then come back to Trade Core, and what we're trying to do is going, you want that brand, you want that t-shirt, let's make that thing sustainable, as opposed to having to choose a sacrifice and go for a different brand that you don't like as much, but you're trying to make a good decision. So if we can kind of put these things into places where people already are, paint a picture of, we're doing this because we're trying to protect what we love, and kind of just come at it with no need for trust, all the rest of it. Well, I guess like Stefan said, there is a need for trust, but the fact that it's radically transparent, you can see what's happening, I think that really does change it. There is a good chance that we can actually get people motivated and get more people involved. And again, it's about these micro actions at scale. If we can get billions of these things happening all over the place, all of the time, through everyone's day, that actually will add up to this massive impact and really getting that kind of consumer-powered climate action into full force.